When you think you know, you don't sit up and pay attention.
We different individuals, we live in different worlds. We see the world very differently from other people, much more differently than we think. And the reason is simple. Every one of us is convinced that I see the world the way I do because that's the way it is. And so I expect other people to see the world as I do because that's the way it is. But in fact, they do not see the world as I do. There are large differences, and there are large differences that everybody finds surprising because everyone really overestimates the extent to which other people live in the same world as he or she does.
All right. So the main thing is when we're talking about perspective, truth, from where do we get this truth? And if somebody is going to say we get it from science, I shudder at that thought as well, because science only gives us probabilities, not absolutes. If we were to do the exact same study, the science tells us that we're likely to get this result, not that we will get this result. And that becomes part of our understanding of the world. So I was taught, for instance, horses don't eat meat. Okay, I don't know what science produced that, but let's just assume they had many horses and they gave horses grass or meat, and all the horses that were there ate the grass. I'm at this horse event, and this man asked me, would I watch his horse because he wanted to go get his horse a hot dog? Well, I'm laughing to myself because I think a belief in a single reality leads to a certain kind of arrogance. And I loved it because he came back with the hot dog and the horse ate it. And that's when I realized everything I thought I knew could be wrong.
That in the world in which we operate, and in the cultural framework in which we operate, there is right and wrong. There are correct answers and incorrect answers. So the correct answers are that horses sometimes do eat meat. We believe one thing and we have been corrected. And I think anybody who hears Ellen's story will be corrected in the same way. And for my purposes as a psychologist, this is enough.
Whatever rules, laws, norms are established, we need to recognize that we need to appreciate them in a conditional way, that there is nothing that should be held as absolutely true. And so I think at the least, anything that we are taught, we need to know that it's tentative in some ways. So we stay open to alternative possibilities and new information.
I think a great deal of what we do in life is as if there was an agreed reality. And whether there is a reality, to some extent, is not important to most of what we do, including I think, the work of science. They know that they don't know. And then what? And with respect to what Ellen was saying, there was one word I objected to, and that was the word all. You said open to all possibilities. No, I don't want to be open to all possibilities. There is a range of possibilities, and some are more informed than others, and some are more credible than others, and we should discriminate. We should not be completely open.
And who decides which are the perspectives to which we should be open? When you think you know, you don't sit up and pay attention. So I think everything that we're taught should be couched in a more conditional way.
To continue watching this video, click the link in the top left or in the description below. Or visit iai.tv for more debates and talks from the world's leading thinkers on today's biggest ideas.